I'm saving up for one.
Do you care whether it's 8 gig or not? Do you care how many gigs are in it?
No.
Before you go out and purchase one, let me ponder, because now that I have my iPhone 4, I have an iPod, and I have an iHome, I'm not really sure I actually need the in-between of having an iPod Touch, which I also have.
Okay.
So...
I'll give you some money for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's before you go out and spend on a new one, that's what I'm saying. If I sell mine, then I'd be happy to sell you mine at a cost will make it worth your while and not go out and purchase a brand new one. I hardly ever use mine except for when I'm really just when I'm working out or when I'm going to sleep. But again, iPhone and iPad.
I was planning on buying one myself, so don't have a problem with deciding you did want to keep it in the end. But if you ponder on that and decide, I'd be happy to ponder in return.
Cool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And also, big fan of my iPhone 4.
I would love to get an iPhone, but I don't care to do the data plan stuff, and I can't afford a $100 a month phone bill.
Yeah.
I wish I could have a fucking iPhone that I could run on my $50 a month phone plan and not do the 3G stuff, and just have it be one device that's my regular phone and then a Wi-Fi enabled machine.
Right.
But you just can't do that.
Yeah, it snuck in on Verizon before they got rid of their unlimited.
Oh. You can't even get that anymore?
Nope. They got rid of it about 3 days after I got it.
Whoa.
So I literally just snuck in.
Your grandfather did, right?
I am grandfathered in. So it was unfortunate that I broke my phone, my other phone, my last phone. It's unfortunate that I broke it 2 months ahead of schedule, but
Wow,
there was some positive.
Yeah, we're just going to take our unlimited plan away. Fuck you guys.
The AT&T had already gotten rid of theirs for a long time. Then once Verizon got the iPhone, I think that sort of spurred the idea that there's no reason for them to keep it either.
Oh wait, what? What is it? Just
Now there are different. Now, whereas I can pay $25 a month for unlimited data. Thank you. Now they're going to have plans similar to like what I have on my iPad. So iPad never had unlimited data. It's like you can get 250 megabytes for $15 or 2 gigs for.
They actually have a 250 megabyte package?
Yes. That's like $15. You know what? Actually, the interesting thing
I have 200 meg, but my iPhone is 200 meg data plan.
200 megs?
That's like nothing.
That's not even a whole streamed Netflix movie. I know that you're not going to be doing that on 3G, don't get me wrong, but that's not even a whole streamed Netflix movie.
That's where I'm like, if I actually want to watch a movie, I'm not going to, although I have the Netflix app on here, if I want to actually watch a movie, I will be going to my iPad for that, not for watching on my phone. So, although the nice thing is that I can constantly be on Facebook or Twitter or whatever else, or doing other cool shit and still using my iPad. But I will say that with the iPad, only once have I actually gone over the 250 megabytes though, and it was when I was on vacation. The very first month I had it, I went to almost 2 gigs.
What was what did they charge you for that?
It's actually, the interesting thing is obviously they want to make it worth the while, and they want people to overspend if they can, so they'll charge you $15 a month. You're not tied to any contract, meaning you can eliminate it at any time.
For the iPad?
For the iPad.
No contract, that's cool.
Yeah, no contract. You can literally just add and subtract it.
I'm not under contract for my phone either.
Actually, I guess I'm not under contract for my phone either, but it's just it's like 5 years old.
So it's like 250 megabytes for $15 or 2 gigs for $25.
2 gigs for $25?
No, it's not too bad.
The only time I've ever gone over, I've ever even come close to going over, was when I was playing Words with Friends. Of all fucking things!
I have no idea why that would kill your bandwidth. The game is kind of goofy, and sometimes it just downloads pictures to my picture folder. I don't know if it does it on the iPhone. But like I'll be going through my pictures on my phone, and it'll be ads from Words with Friends.
Oh. 4 Words with Friends?
No, like the same ads that I recognize. I don't know how it works on the iPhone. After I play a word, an ad pops up.
It pops up when I load afterwards.
Oh, you get like one ad when you load it, and that's it? I get an ad every time I play a word. It's not a big deal, but
what's Words with Friends?
Scrabble.
It's one-on-one Scrabble.
It's actually a ridiculous amount of fun. It's like low-key, it's chill. You set up a game with somebody, you play a word, then a day or two later they play a word, and then a day or two later you play a word. And it's cool because you don't gotta be there. You don't gotta...
I play Scrabble.
You've never played Scrabble? I apparently kick ass at Scrabble and everyone except for Raza.
Did you tell him your story about your dad?
Yeah. That was actually how he told me about the game.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah, the second story. So get this shit. So the same game where my dad's like beating the pants off. He's beating me by he's beating me by 54 points. I know this because we're down to no letters left in the thing. He plays like there are no letters left. It pops up. Bam! I drop a 55-point word, and I go. It was a thing where it was like a triple letter and a double word score, so it tripled and then doubled. 55 points. I'm winning by 1. So I sent my dad a text because I thought he had played a word and it said that we had zero tiles left. So it took me, I think, 4 tiles to play my thing. So I sent my dad a text, ha 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 ha. Last round, I snuck up on you and beat you by 1. My dad sends instead of sending my text, my dad sends another word. He still had a bunch of letters left, and so he plays a word, and then ends up beating me by like 5 or 7 or something like that. After I caught up to him.
I was hoping the last word was going to be like ha ha.
Did you tell him the initial story of your dad not knowing who you were? Okay.
That was the one I thought.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm right here. Beat the shit out of him. Look at his drop take a 55-pointer on me. Yeah. And that's me, Dad. Similar to the Ricky Henderson story.
I played a 69-point every tile over a triple letter score the other day. Yes, sirs.
Wow.
Yeah. And the S crossed with another word that made it plural, so I got points for like all that shit.
Yeah, you did that to me where it was like a 30 or 40 point word. I don't do that. Like I don't think of that many dimensions. I can get a word, maybe start with an S or get a thing where it's just like that. But like you and sometimes my dad gets this thing where like sometimes they're like
Crossing 3 or 4
crossing
words.
3 or 4, and I'm like I can't. Give me one thing at a time. I can add an S, make it plural, and if those extra like crosses, not happening.
This is what I don't understand because I'm really good at this game and I can kick people's asses. I'll be destroying people like 350 to like 90 points, and I can't beat you. I don't know if you do, but I specifically strategically place everything so that I'm always getting double word scores. Well, yeah, you definitely don't leave your opponent open to get triple word or double word. Other people sure do, and that's always fun. Like, wow, he just like put an E on the cross for the triple letter score. I could make 50 words off of that.
That's the one thing that's the one thing I do is I always try to, which is weird because I never think globally when I play any other game, but because it's just there, I'm like, all right, I'm always specifically looking for double, first double word, because triple words, for some reason I never run into triple word things.
I always get the triple word.
I have a hard time finding one. I love them when I do. My favorite is when I get a triple letter next to an I and I have a Q.
QI. I know.
Chi is a 31-point word.
That's something you pick up pretty quick. QI. I didn't even know that's a fucking word.
Yeah, it's Chi in Chinese.
Okay, and that's part of what confuses me is sometimes they'll take foreign language words, sometimes they don't take foreign language words. Like
and they also take proper names.
I'll have this entire big planned out thing where I'm like, fucking A, I'm going to spell like agave or something, right? Using all kinds of crazy fucking letters on a triple word score. And then it like won't take that, only it takes like other foreign language words.
I'm happy with this process. So, Derek Jeter, 3,000 hits?
Yeah, first Yankee to do it.
Big
Wait,
win.
really?
Well, the first Yankee to have 3,000 hits.
Oh, as a Yankee.
Big deal. Big deal. Jeter's a stud.
And the way he did it, pretty awesome, right?
The home run. Only him and Buggy.
Hey, Bob.
Talk about like your
I know.
today. You're like, I just punched my ticket to the Hall of Fame in an effort where I went 5 for 5. I homered on the 3,000 hit, got the game-winning RBI in a win at home.
For a guy like Jeter, I'd almost call the 5 for 5 a bigger deal than the home run on the 3K. 5 for 5 is awesome.
almost mentioned the pitcher, but I almost think, like, I don't know, I can't imagine the pitcher gave it up to him on purpose, but getting a home run off David Price is no small feat
I was
either.
surprised